Bangladesh, being enclosed three sides from India and shared the largest border with India, more than 4,000 kilometers, Bangladesh imports more than $12 billion from India, particularly dependent on kitchen essentials, fabrics, and lubricant. And we already only export more than 2 billion worth of goods to India. India helped us achieve independence from Pakistani occupational regime, and the pertinent question now arises: how does India behave afterwards? The behavior afterwards to Bangladesh from India is very hostile. They kill people in borders. They actually do not treat us as a friend, where they want to put a hegemony on us. After the collapse of the undemocratic and unelected regime in Bangladesh, India is just out of mind. They are now thinking whether we are just out of their clutch. Yes, Indian friends, we are just out of your clutch. We want equal, respectable relation with you. We do not and will not tolerate any more authoritative behavior in Bangladesh. Uh, what can we do? Being Bangladeshis, what they want to blame us with the communal and racial thing, but the situation is completely different. With the Indian media's industrial level of misinformation campaign, India wants to prove us as a communal country where we do not respect our minorities, but the situation is completely different. Our people live in complete communal harmony. They do not do, hardly do. We do have these poisonous elements in our mind in the entire South Asia, but in Bangladesh, we do not discriminate people in terms of their religion, their caste, creed, and religious belief. What we can do and how we can deal with India. India, all right. The question arises, uh, you know, how we can deal with the other superpowers. China being the most and biggest trade partner of Bangladesh, and the prime investors of the development projects in Bangladesh. We have to develop relationship with China. If needed, we can make a military deal with China along with Pakistan to reduce the Indian hegemony. We can grab Indian scholars by blocking their chicken neck within any, for God's sake, any 6 hours, within the 6 hours of any military intervention. If we can build, this military network and military agreement between China and Pakistan. Apart from that, we can find other import destinations other than India, uh, different Gulf countries or different South Asian countries. We can revive and revamp SARC and, collectively deal India in this question. Because, SARC, Bangladesh being initiator or the, pioneer of SARC. And, India doesn't have any good relation with any of its neighbor. The Modi regime has successfully failed to restore and even maintain good relationships with other neighbors like Sri Lanka, Maldives, Bhutan, let alone Pakistan and Sri Lanka as well. So, in a global context where India is a partner of BRICS with China, yes, and also India is a good friend of US as well. So we need to understand this global setting before we deal with India. But India has to understand that we are also a big country of 200 million people. We understand uh, we can actually block one of the artery of India if we wish by blocking the chicken neck. The reason I'm talking this, uh, the people of Bangladesh has to be very aware with the Indian hegemony, and India has to understand that we will not tolerate their dadagiri in Bangladesh. I'd request the media outlets, particularly the conscious nationals of Bangladesh, to reunite and to open an international standard media outlet that we can also inform the rest of the world that how do we behave and what do we think about the rest of the world. The name could be anything, but I myself is very much interested, being as a student and being as an, I'd say as a conscious human being, a student of politics, Bangladeshi politics and global politics as well. I'm very much willing to work in this area. All right. So, my dear Indian friends, all right, please understand the way we have started thinking. We are all united to deal with you. Thank you. দাদাগিরি দেখাবেন না।